Hi guys! So, I have a couple things I'm gonna make a couple videos about. So the first thing is, I was so proactive today. I felt, I'm feeling better. I took a shower yesterday. I actually felt like a human being finally. I was able to breathe a little bit. I mean, I'm still taking my cold medicine and stuff. I'm able to actually, swallow and drink things without too much pain in my throat. So I'm definitely making progress. I'm definitely feeling more human now. Yesterday I got out of the house because I gave somebody some rides, earned $30 in gas for doing so. Got to see my friend Riley. If he ever finds these, hi. But if not, we talk about you sometimes. Maybe. Anyways, I don't know if I have talked about that guy yet, but I will eventually. We're gonna continue. And we run around and all this stuff. So I actually got out of the house yesterday. I mean, I was mostly in the car with my dogs and two other people, but I was mainly out of the house. Or the motel room, I should say. Anyways, but then today, I woke up later than I wanted to, but I woke up at 9:30. And I was like, I'm going to be proactive today. I'm going to make all the phone calls that I need to make. I'm going to be a human being. I'm going to do a good job. But the first thing I do is, I need to message my job, the one that I got laid off at, and find out, hey, do I still have a job or is it still on hold right now? Or what's up, Just figure I'd check in. I figure I was just going to get the reply, we're still waiting, or, COVID, we're still trying to figure that out or something. Nope. That's not at all what I received. I received, new boss isn't bringing anybody back. I'm sorry. Excuse me? So, not only did I get laid off because of the COVID and I was part-time, which, by the way, they wanted a part-timer. I didn't choose that. I mean, I prefer part-time on time. We'll get to that. Anyways. But now you're not bringing me back. Let me tell you. This is a loss to them because, let me tell you, they looked for an employee for this position. Like, they went through a couple employees before they got to me. They were using an employment agency, just so you guys are aware. Yeah, an employment agency. Hold on. Sorry about that, turning down the fan. I mean the AC. Anyways, yeah, an employment agency. So they went through a different person, which means they were paying $25, $30 an hour just to hire somebody because, the employment agency always takes a cut of that pay and then pays the actual employee who takes the job temporarily during that time period until they decide if they want to keep the employee or not. Well, I ended up being that employee because I do have I gotta say, a decent work ethic, in my opinion, but what do I know? Anyways, so I worked there for 6 months through the employment agency. They loved my work. I enjoyed my job. They enjoyed having me working there. I never got too many complaints, nothing like that, things like, and everything. So they bought me out of the employment agency because it was low enough finally that they could buy me out and actually have me become a permanent employee. Well, when they did when they were looking for someone, they were specifically looking for someone who could do part-time because that's what they needed only at the time. Also, during this time, I was going to college, so part-time worked best for me. So they finally buy me as an actual employee. Sorry, my arm's tiring. And I'm now officially an employee. I worked there for 1 month before the COVID hit, and I got laid off half a week before they got their first positive test. Okay? Now, they bought me out for, I don't even know the exact amount, but the last time I heard it was somewhere around $2,000 to buy me out of the company. because of the percentage and all the pay for the rest of the year and all that stuff. It was either buy me out then or wait until the end of the year or another 6 months and then they'd buy me out then. But they figured sooner the better, so they didn't have to pay as much. I was only going to get a 50-cent raise in my money, so it wouldn't kill them too much. But you have to think about this. So basically, they spent all that money to hire the employee they've been looking for 1 month. And then because of the COVID, they had to let me go, which is fine. I get it. I'm a part-timer. I wasn't necessary at the time. And I get it, but when COVID was, starting to go away and everybody can start going back to work, I figured they'd bring me back in. Do they? No, they're not bringing me back in. What? How does that make sense? So did you just, if you think about it, they just lost all that money they just spent trying to find the perfect part-time employee and don't plan to bring me back? How does that make sense? You just lost all that time and effort and money that you just put into finding an employee that could work for you, who knows how to do everything now without having to be retrained and anything, and you don't want me back. Now, if it's the fact that I was part-time, that could have been a easy fix. One, I was part-time because they needed a part-time employee. They wanted a... Oops. I was trying to clear my screen. My bad. That's such a new thing. Whew. We failing already, Cheyenne. It's okay. Continuing. But yeah, so that could have been an easy fix. They wanted part-time, so I did part-time. But I was only 10 hours away from being a full-time employee. And I wasn't going to school for that last semester that I was currently working there. So honestly, it was as simple as asking me, hey, could you work 10 more hours and become a full-time employee? If anybody had actually asked me that question, I would have said, yeah, sure, I could do that. I was only working Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I could have made that Wednesday into a day too. It would shorten my other days, but that's fine, But nobody asked me, so I guess it's kind of their loss, which sucks because, like I said, I loved my job. Yeah, I was a little isolated, of course, but there's always some slight downfall in any job that you work, even if it's a job that you enjoy, and that was my only small thing. So now I have to go back into the world of trying to find a job, and I'm not going to do fast food because that is not my type of area, and yeah, so I had to go back into the hiring force and hopefully trying to find a new job. Well, I've been trying to contact the employment place I was hired through, but I haven't heard back from them through an email I sent several weeks ago. I think it was a month or two ago, and I tried to call them today and nothing happened. I didn't get through. I don't know if they don't have their phones going, so I'm gonna try to email them again, and if I don't hear back, then I'm gonna apply to other places, etc. So that's that. So that was the first thing I received this morning, and I was so frustrated. I was just like, are you kidding me? I had that slight hope. Come on. Who puts that much time and effort and money? They're trying to earn money, not to spend it on an employee that they don't want, But okay. It's okay. I'm going to try to get a reference letter from them and everything because I only got laid off because of COVID. And they only probably are not bringing people back is because there's a new president in line and he's not sure if he's ready to bring a lot of the employees back because of the COVID. So who knows what's going on. Anyways, so that happened this morning. Then I was like, I don't want to be motivated anymore. Oh, look at the babies. Oh, there we go. Anyways, so I was gonna lay back down, but then I was like, no. We had to be a proactive human being and be an adult. So I did a lot more adulting. I made I finally called food stamps place, got my food stamps renewed. I actually got more money because I'm officially unemployed now. I'm not unemployed just because of COVID. I'm officially unemployed because they don't want me back. Um, so that gave me a little bump in my food stamps. I made a dentist appointment, which I won't be going to until November because apparently everyone's realizing everything's reopening. So a lot of appointments are towards November, December time right now, which is ridiculous. But it's happening. But I did get lucky. I did make a doctor's appointment to see for, a woman's checkup. But that will only be like a week and a half from now. Not this Thursday coming up, the Thursday after that. So I was like, hey, I got in quicker than the other place. The other place couldn't get me in until like literally the 1st of next month. So that's like a week before. So that's a week less of waiting, thankfully. And it would have been, yeah. So I've been doing a lot of adulting today. I had to take a nap because I was just so exhausted from all the phone calls, all trying to figure everything out. I had to figure out my new place to go for a doctor. I mean, they're not going to be my primary caregiver, but primary care physician's location, but they will be probably the place I go to for just specifically women doctor appointments. You know that. But I still have to find a new one. But yeah, I'm making progress. I'm being adult. I adulted. Now I'm done. And that's that. So I'm gonna end it here. If you got to this point, adulting is your key. Comment. Lord. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys are doing the best you can because I'm doing the best I can. That was all I could do today, and I met every accomplishment I needed to do today. So I hope you guys did the same. Talk to you later. I love y'all.